summer is a big one. Everyone wants to go out, catch up for drinks all the time, which for sure you can. Enjoy yourself if you want to. So the more you actually say no and hold your ground against what you want to do, the more you're actually going to be able to do it.
I hate having a big night before a day of travel from going home to see family or something. I can't think of anything worse.
If you say my top priority is my health right now, so I'm not drinking tonight, and then they urge you to keep drinking, are they really your friends?
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Athletic Studio Live podcast. I'm Hollie, and today I'm joined here by Coach Sam. How you doing, Sam?
Good, thanks. How are you here?
That's good. So we're going to dive straight in today, and we're going to be talking about alcohol and how it can affect your training in the gym. So, Sam, why is it that when you have a big night on the drinks, your training and life just feels super hard the next day?
Oh, alcohol just fucks you up.
Yeah, it does.
The hangovers after, it's not an ideal recipe for your health and fitness goals, but you can definitely still enjoy drinks with friends and going out in moderation and still hit your fitness goals. We're going to touch those topics today.
Yeah, of course. You just have to be super smart and plan your week around it. So, for example, if you know you have something coming up over the weekend, just sit down at the start of the week and plan, okay, here's how I'm going to schedule my training. So what do you recommend for people to do in regards to like scheduling out the week?
Yeah, so say you know you have an event coming up on Saturday, plan your workouts, say Monday to Friday, or you can train Saturday morning before you go out for your event. Then at least you don't need to worry about doing your training on the Sunday morning after you've had minimal sleep, dehydrated, all of the stuff, because either you're not going to do it, or you're going to go in it, hate it, not make the most of it. It's just probably not even worth it at that point with where your recovery is at and everything like that. So do your best to avoid it. I mean, that's also when we can touch on, you've got to pick and choose your events as well.
Yeah.
Like if you've got a busy social calendar, doesn't mean you have to go out drinking your heart out at every single event.
Yeah, of course not. Especially if you've got goals or, results that you're aiming to strive for, you definitely don't need to be going out to every social event with your friends. Pick and choose which ones are going to be beneficial for you or ones that would be great to sit out and miss, because, they're definitely not all needed, especially coming into silly season here in Australia.
Exactly. Summer is a big one. Everyone wants to go out, catch up for drinks all the time, which for sure you can. Enjoy yourself if you want to, but also if you know that your health and fitness is a really important goal right now. Say you have a weight loss goal. If you're going out drinking every night and then you're wondering why you can't hit your fat loss goals.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing that we can touch on as well is, say it's a non-negotiable, you have to go to something. What are ways that you can kind of work around the drinks and the calorie intake when you are out with friends?
Yeah, 100%. So a couple good tips I would go for. First of all, make sure you get your protein in during the day. Make sure you get your steps in. Do your normal routine as you normally would, but especially prioritize your protein throughout the day. Because when you're going out, you're probably not getting your protein in. Second thing to look out for is the drinks, right? If you're drinking all night, just cocktails and sugary drinks, it's not just the calories that are within the drinks, but it does become a big one. A lot of people don't understand how many calories are in their espresso martini.
I know.
That's 300 calories right there.
It's so sad.
You have a whole meal.
Yeah.
But pick and choose. Pick and choose what you want to do. It's not about 100% cutting these things out. You can still have them. It's about having the awareness and about knowing. If a client comes in and says, I just can't lose the weight, but I'm having all these cocktails on the weekends and stuff like that, we'll start looking at that first.
Okay. So say someone's come to you and they do want to go out with their friends and they don't want to stop living that lifestyle, I guess, but they still want to try and, aim towards their goal. What are swaps or ways they can change kind of the drinks that they're having when they're out?
Yep. So just taking out some of those cocktails, swapping them for, say, a vodka soda.
Yeah.
Any sort of clear spirit, 0-calorie or low-calorie mixer drink.
There's so many options out there now on the market. You just have to give up the espresso martinis.
You're going to feel better for it too as well. I think the alcohol and sugar combination, that leads to the worst hangover.
Yeah.
So even if you know you've got a lot of events, say you still want to drink, but maybe not all of them you have to go crazy on all the sugary beverages and everything like that. So some of them you're just going to be laid back, cut some of the drinks down a bit, swapping them for, your vodka sodas and stuff like that. Or, there's a lot of pre-mixed drinks now as well that you can have a look at. If you just do a little bit more research and trying to opt for those over your high calorie, high sugar drinks can make a big difference at the end of the week.
And then staying with the same kind of alcohol as well, so you're not chopping and changing. That's a big thing with cocktails. You're having vodka in one, gin in another, and then that just leads to a disaster as well, and you're not thanking yourself for it the next morning either.
Yes, definitely learnt my lesson from mixing. Never again, guys.
Haven't we all? So Sam, when it comes to coaching clients, are there any tips or mindset things that you would like to apply with a person?
Yeah, definitely having that routine and practicing the discipline to say no. So the more you actually say no and hold your ground against what you want to do, the more you're actually going to be able to do it. So if you've never said no to a drink when you're out with your friends, the first time, probably going to be hard.
Yeah.
Once you do it more, you're feeling better, you're getting the results in the gym, it becomes easier. It's not that you always have to say no. There's definitely times you can still enjoy yourself.
Just be smarter about it.
It doesn't need to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday every single week. If your goal is health and fitness and that's your priority, it's not going to lead to good sessions during the week. You'll start to feel it throughout your week. It's not even just that day and the day after. It's a flow-on effect.
100%.
And the more that something I've noticed myself, the more you actually don't have that feeling and that fatigue and stuff throughout the week, when you do, say, go for a drink with friends, you actually think, oh, I felt way better when I didn't do this. And you actually forget how bad it feels.
Yeah, so even if you're just going out for 3 drinks with dinner, I feel like if you haven't been drinking for a while, you feel the effects of that the next day. I don't know whether that's just because I'm getting older. Probably is. Got a few years on you, Sam. But yeah, it definitely takes its toll.
No, I'm the same. Yeah, I think it's just the more that you don't drink, it actually makes you just want to drink even less.
Yeah. So guys, you might find that you've been going out with the same group of friends, and if you are making those little changes, swapping your drinks out and saying no, not going out as much, you'll find that your friends are even noticing that you're losing that weight, or you're getting stronger, or you're just feeling and looking better. It makes the biggest difference to both your physical and mental health. So when it comes to coaching, have you seen any clients, in the gym yourself that have struggled with this? Or
yeah, so one of my face-to-face PT clients, she came to me and she used to drink socially a lot, but also nearly every night, nearly a whole wine bottle to herself every night. Was just in that routine, in that rut of reaching for that glass of wine. And one of the main things that we looked at when she came to me was just to cut that down. And it not only changed her physical appearance a lot, it changed her mental appearance. Now she says that her mental space and everything, it's fully changed her life. She still drinks on social occasions, but she's really cut down the drinking day to day. And whenever we have, sometimes during the summer season or something like that, when those social occasions start to creep up again, and she comes to me and she's like, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting back into that rut. The first thing we do is we look at, okay, well, how many times are you drinking right now? She might be 2 to 3 times a week. First thing is just cutting that back to say, just pick your one day and stick to it. At the start of the week, if your friends say, come out with us on Saturday, she picks that one day, and then the other thing she just says no to. She can still go, but she just gets a Diet Coke, something else. And that honestly makes such a big difference to her mindset as well.
Yeah, and then you've got something to look forward to as well. So the days that you are grinding and you're dialing in, you've got that little reward on that one night to look forward to. So yeah. So with this client, has she swapped something out for those during the weeknights when she was reaching for that bottle of wine? Yeah,
so at the start, she started swapping for a soda drink, a hopper drink. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're become popular. Good brand that's just clean ingredients, 0 calories as well, or a diet soda as well, whichever you prefer. And at the start she did that, but then the more she did it, just got into the habit. She felt she doesn't even need it.
Yeah.
And
amazing.
Just that feeling better with her routine, that's all that she needed.
Yep. So Sam, is there anything in life that you've had to say no to when it comes to drinking or going out with friends, and where it's actually paid off?
Yeah, 100%. So I did a comp prep last year, and for about 6 months or so, maybe even a little bit longer, I didn't touch alcohol, not once at all. I still went to some social events and I just wouldn't drink. The reason that was so easy for me was because in my normal day-to-day life, like week to week, definitely I still drink at social events, but not all of them. I'd say on average probably once a month or so, even sometimes less, just depends on the season. But I really just pick and choose my events, and because I practice saying no more often, it actually becomes easier to do that. Yeah, what about you?
Well, I didn't do a prep myself, but I've definitely been in situations where, you've got training or you've got like a big work thing on or you're traveling. I hate having a big night before a day of travel from going home to see family or something. I can't think of anything worse. So just say no, or a good one as well is if you drive to the event, because then you have to drive home. So there's no way you can say yes to a drink because you've got to be responsible. So that's always a good tip as well. If you know it's going to be hard to say no to something, drive to the event.
Yeah, depends what friends you have as well, but sometimes like telling people keeps you accountable. I know some friends will try to twist you the other way, but it depends which friend group you have. But some, at least, if you're saying your goals to them and explain why. Like if you're saying you're not drinking, explain to your friends, like, if they're your real friends, they shouldn't be saying...
No, yeah.
If you say my top priority is my health right now, so I'm not drinking tonight, and then they urge you to keep drinking, are they really your friends?
Yeah, no. Look for new friends. All right, guys. So to wrap up the episode, just make sure that you're planning ahead in the week, picking which days you want to go out and have a drink of alcohol. And then if you do, just make smarter choices and be smarter around it. So anything else you'd like to add, Sam?
No, that's it, Holly. Sounds good.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening today. If you're already training hard and eating clean, but your body still doesn't look the way you want, that's exactly what we help you fix inside Athletic Studio Live.
Our coaching is fully personalised online. You'll get advanced training and nutrition programming that adapts as you progress, plus direct support from me or Holly individually, not just a template.
This isn't babysitting or group hype. It's one-to-one coaching designed so your body finally shows the effort you're already putting in.
If you're ready for that level of structure and support, head to the link in our show notes or go to www.aslive.app to get started.
We'll see you in the next episode.